Hey y'all, MechelleAntennille here. Just checking in. It is March 2025. I think it's the 19th. And I just wanted to tap in and chit chat, you know, share a couple of feel good stories, if you will. So, things have been really cool for me this past week, or just few days, like 5 days, really, 5, 6 days. It's been a good week. And this is post hospital stay, but still, this has been a good week. So first things first, I have been communicating with some of my sisters, my sister friends, and they're coming up with things, coming up with ideas and such to, try to help raise money for me, given the situation. What's the situation? The situation is colon cancer. Okay. Monetarily, times is hard, you know what I'm saying? Life's like a bowl of cherries quickly turned into brother, can you spare a dime? So yeah, that's where we at with it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I did a video in a hospital bed and I wasn't put together, and I was sharing real things going on and also saying, oh my gosh, help me please. That was hard. And if you know me, you know it was. And if you don't know me, I'm gonna just say it was. It was extremely difficult because what? The fly girl's asking for help. Woo! Difficult. Okay, but did it. I needed it. You know what I'm saying? Still do. But yeah, so they're coming up with ideas, some sort of fundraisers, different things that can, take place. Oh, you have these gifts, you have these gifts, I have these gifts, you know what I'm saying? This person, that person, I can reach out to this person, woo, woo, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to make some things happen. And so on that note, that's what's up, you know what I'm saying? Because yes, we are creative. We have creative minds. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure some things out. So that's one thing. Blessing. Okay. Next thing, I share part of my hospital video. Part of that. The whole thing is on. The whole thing is on YouTube. But I shared part of it on TikTok. And one of my mutuals, we don't know each other, but we're friends on TikTok. She reached out to me, she DM'd me, and she was just like, sis, what's your CashApp? So I checked to make sure her page was her page. You know what I'm saying? Because don't nobody got time to be bamboozled, run amok, led astray. You know what I'm saying? Tapped out. Okay. But she was the real deal. And then she CashApped me once I shared my CashApp. And so, sister, you know who you are. Thank you. Appreciate you. You did that. Thanks. Yes. Very helpful. Yes, it was. You know what I'm saying? And all donations are. So, you know what I'm saying? Follow suit if you feel led, feel compelled. Please and thank you. Yes. So again, sis, you know who you are, you know what you did, you know how much it was, and thank you. I appreciate you. I love you from the bottom of my heart for your kindness, and just like you said, to God be the glory. Ashe. So there's that, and amen. There's that. So next thing, today I go to the bank. I'm running errands. Well, what's a big deal about that? Because she's out in these streets bending corners, okay? Driving herself, doing her own errands. You know what I'm saying? When usually that's not always what I can do. I do have to take a lot of pain meds and different things of that nature. I just got out of the hospital. I'm in pain in a lot of places. 3 surgeries later, and, things are still healing. I'm recovering, taking rest, but in pain. And so, I can't always operate a vehicle under those conditions, and given what level the pain is at, me driving is just like not part of the equation. So I get driven around a lot. But today in Michigan, in these Michigan streets, with this nice weather, this nice temperature we had, you know what I'm saying? Your girl ran a few errands. So I went to the bank. I went to the bank. Why? Because I have to go ahead and take care of business. Cancer or not, the bills don't stop. Employed or not, the bills don't stop. I still got to make things happen. I still got to get things taken care of. So I was taking care of business. While I was inside of the bank, I decided, I'm just going to talk to the teller a little bit. And so I started telling her a little bit about my story. Like, I have cancer and so many things have happened. She asked questions, I answered. Oh, how did you find out? What did you know? Okay, so we're just conversing about it at this point, and it was interesting because I think that I'm actually just revving up. I'm practicing on how I'm gonna be on these big platforms, talking and sharing and helping people. You know what I'm saying? When I'm in remission, when I'm cancer free. Yes, so I'm practicing. Like, these are the things going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not always comfortable to share what's going on. It's not always comfortable to share real life. But I shared some of my real life with a total stranger. It made her emotional. She started crying. That was not my intention. It was not my intention to make her cry, but she did started crying. So I said, I'm sorry. It wasn't my intention to make you cry. I was just sharing. And here's what my intention was. And this is what I told her. My intention was to just share a little bit of my story, but then actually say how grateful I am regardless, in spite of everything that's going on. I'm still, you know what I'm saying, blessings on blessings on blessings on blessings. It's really like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm really one of them ones. So I thank the Creator for that, And you know what I'm saying, to just, say to her, like, if you felt away, if you're having, you know what I'm saying, like a tough day or anything of that nature, the fact that the Creator opened your eyes lets you know clearly that you've been given another chance to make shit shake. You have an opportunity to make things better than they were the day before, or the hour before, the minute before, the second before, if He woke you up today. And so she was just like, that's definitely a good way to look at things. And, she just thanked me for, having such a positive outlook, and then also sharing. And then at the end of the transaction, when I thought I was about to, I'm all set, about to go, she goes ahead and tells me, I just want you to know that on behalf of our bank, I have deposited $50 into your account. Now, does $50 change the world? Does it take care of all of my bills? No. And I'm not saying that in an ungrateful way. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't solve everything, but the fact of the matter is, it's $50 extra that I didn't have. And it was a blessing that happened unexpectedly. And it's just like, we have to pay attention to those things. And so I just essentially wanted to share these good news and good luck stories, and just say thank you to the Creator.